All right. The Country Squire, a play by Philip Middleton Williams. Scene 1. The scene is the back deck of a summer home along the shore of Grand Traverse Bay in northern Michigan. The house is of the style of a cedar log home with a wide sliding glass door up center that leads into the living room of the house. Along each side, there are benches for seating. It includes a bar area with liquor bottles, glasses, and an ice bucket, two Adirondack-style chairs with a small table between them. There are several potted geraniums in full bloom on the deck. As the lights come up, it is an early June weekend around 6 p.m. Ruby Barnhill enters from the house. She is carrying a tray with a plate of cheese and crackers and a bowl of snacks. She puts it on the bar and looks around to make sure everything is neat and tidy.
Mom,
Out here.
Kenny enters.
I got it running.
What was the problem?
I just needed to wake up from my long winter's nap, change the oil, put some air in the tires, charge the battery, and it's good to go. Even the AC in the tape player works.
Margie will be glad to know that. She loves that car.
It's a classic.
Well, I don't know about that.
Don't see too many 1967 Ford wagons running around.
I guess not. You better go and get cleaned up and changed. Is Archie ready?
I looked in on him after lunch, gave him his meds, and left him watching TV. He's good.
I'll go and see if Margie needs any more help in the kitchen. Anyone else show up?
I saw a Lexus with two people pulling into the driveway.
Ooh, was it Chet?
I don't know, I was in the garage under the wagon.
When was the last time you saw him?
High school, maybe.
That long. Whew.
Yep.
Did you see Lee?
From a distance, he was with a woman taking a walk down on the beach.
Ah, that's his intended.
Nice. So, any sign of them?
Who?
The Winslows.
Not yet.
You met them, right?
Just once when they were up here in April for the inspection, I let them in.
So, are they nice?
Uh, Nice enough, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. You need anything from home?
Should be okay.
Kenny exits. Ruby looks around, then exits. A beat, then Lee Simmons and Emily Wilson enter.
And over there is Thompson's. He owned three brokerages in Chicago before being indicted for tax fraud and did a year in the club fed. His ex-wife moved to Santa Fe, where she makes pottery with the Indians. Next to them is the Emersons. Three kids, all in rehab by the age of 16. The oldest one is joining a monastery in Montana, where he's known as Brother Cairo and makes incense. The Stewarts spend their summer here, and the winters in Saratoga. They lost their son Raleigh in Vietnam. Next to them are the Watkins, the Weavers, and then the Godwin, Anderson, Lewis spread. They're all married to each other. Around this side, we have Stedman, Hollister, Morgan, Reich, and we're back here. Simmons' place. Stedman is a heart surgeon. Hollister was with GM. Morgan manages his wife's money. Reich owns a furniture business, and I told you how the Simmons came by their fortune.
Glass bottles. So how do you remember all those names?
I've been the same for as long as I can remember. Even if they change hands, they're still the same to me.
How long has your family had a house here?
Since the 1920s. My grandfather learned to sail lightning when he was 6.
100 years.
Yeah.
And you spent what, 3 weeks here every summer?
Yeah, until I went off to college. And we shared the place with our cousins. They were here in July. We were here in August. Now I'm lucky if I get a week off. My grandparents would stay from Memorial Day past Labor Day, though.
What did you do?
Do?
Yes, do. What did you do for those 3 weeks?
Oh, swim, go sailing, water skiing, tennis, golf. Usual summer stuff kids do on summer vacation at the lake. Didn't you do that?
Not really. I went to camp.
Your folks didn't have a summer place?
No. Does that knock me off the list?
No, if anything, that's in your favor. I just have a lot of good memories of summers here. I made a lot of friends when I was a kid. You know, the kind of friendship you had to make in a hurry because you know you're only there for a short time. Then it was back home to school and all the old friends you had back there.
It sounds so F. Scott Fitzgerald's.
As in Scott and Zelda, or Jake Gadsby and Daisy Buchanan?
Depends. Did you spend your evening staring at the green light on the dock across the water?
No, and I hope I don't end up floating dead in a swimming pool either. Look, it's the way I grew up. I can't help it. I mean, it's not like I flaunt it or anything, do I?
No. I mean, not consciously, but you can tell.
Oh, tell what? That I grew up in the upper middle class life of private schools and summer cottages, station wagons, and country clubs. Mom in the junior league, dad on the fast track to the executive suite. Meanwhile, the kids are just waiting for someone to hand them a trust fund.
Whoa, not so fast on the defensively. It's okay. White liberal guilt is part of the deal, too. I know all about it. Vero Beach for Christmas, snow mass for spring break, summer camp, private school, tennis lessons, dancing school. And since we lived in Winnetka on Lake Michigan, we didn't need to buy a summer cottage. The difference is when your father is the president of a state college instead of a Fortune 500 corporation, you grow up knowing that not everyone else is like you.
Okay. Guess it's easy to book a guilt trip when you see homeless people on the street and other people walking by them when they're not even there.
But you do notice them. And that's better than the others who can't even look up from their cell phones.
Until they're run over by a cab in the middle of Jefferson Avenue in downtown Toledo. So, are you ready to meet the rest of the clan?
You've only been telling me about them for the last year. And after meeting your parents last Thanksgiving, I kind of have a feel for the rest of them.
That was just mom and dad. And that was before dad had his whatever it is.
It'll be fine. I don't think your family is any different than mine, really.
Probably not, which is kind of scary.
Probably not, which is kind of scary.
Oh, that's you. You're right.
Well, you're just as pretty as Lee said you were. I'm Chet, the oldest, so it's my duty to welcome you to the fold.
Emily Wilson. Nice to meet you.
Oh, she's polite and everything. So when did you get here?
About an hour ago, saw mom and dad, then took a short walk along the beach to get the feel of the place. You?
Drove up this morning. Just got back from picking up Jordan at the airport.
Where is he?
Paying his respects to his grandfather. Not much of a conversation, but I'm sure Dad's glad to see him.
How's Jordan doing?
Oh, fine. From what little I can get from his mother and the few times he calls me, he's being Jordan. Done with school and off to college in August. Meanwhile, look out world, here I come. God, he looks like you did at that age.
Sorry to hear that. When I was 17, I was skinny, zitty, and my voice still hadn't dropped down to a respectable masculine level.
Oh, not like it is now.
I like her. You'll fit right in.
Chet goes to the bar, starts to make a drink.
When's the wedding? November?
Thanksgiving weekend.
Time for a wedding. Of course, I should talk. Susan and I got married on April Fool's Day. God, I love irony.
Well, it's a nice time of year in Key Largo, and it's before the tourist season, so the hotels are cheap, and the church is right on the bay, so we decided that's where and when.
And you're really going to live in Miami?
That's where the school is.
I hear the summers are brutal there.
No worse than Chicago, and there's always a nice breeze.
How's your Spanish?
I can get by with 4 years from high school and 5 years in New Mexico when my dad was running a college in Santa Fe.
She can work anywhere. Most of the work she does is online with trips back to the mothership every quarter.
God, I'd love to be able to only have to deal with my clients via email, but the Bar Association would probably frown upon that, and I can't really see doing final arguments in front of a jury by Zoom.
So you were saying about Jordan?
Oh, yeah. He wanted to bring his boyfriend along this weekend. He made a big deal out of it, but Susan wouldn't hear of it, and she called me up and somehow make it all my fault. I told her Elliot wasn't coming and leave me the hell out of it. I'm sure she feels doubly cursed to have both a gay ex-husband and son. She knows how to pick them.
So where is Elliot?
Sales conference in Denver. I don't think he'd like to come anyway. He's been to our family picnics before. I think he's done with his share for Queen and Country, so to speak. Trust me, in 5 years, you'll feel the same way.
If not before.
Is Peg here?
Haven't seen her.
Is Tom coming?
Don't know.
Does she know about?
I haven't said anything. Have you?
Not a word, but we don't talk much.
Has mom told her?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, she's had a few things on her mind these last few months. I'm not sure she wanted to deal with that too.
What do you think she'll do?
We're about to find out.
Get the popcorn.
Find out what?
Jordan Simmons enters.
Hi, Uncle Lee. Okay, so you're the one who finally turned the beast, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with a whip and a chair.
It's about time. We're all wondering if Brian and I were going to be married first.
Not much chance of that.
No secrets in this family, I see.
Not so much.
Mom still thinks of Brian as my best friend. I tried to bring him.
The only reason you told her you wanted to bring him along was to get a rise out of her.
It worked.
Well, just stop it.
Okay.
Pours a small scotch on the rocks.
So, I never heard the whole story. What's the matter with Granddad?
What don't you know?
All I heard was that he's paralyzed.
He's not paralyzed. He's inert.
What happened?
You want to do the honors?
Nah, you go ahead. Your turn.
All right. It was Christmas. You were with your mother and her family in Cincinnati, but all the rest of us, me, Lee, Peg, and Tom, we're all here at Mom and Dad's for a big old Simmons family reunion. We did the whole thing from the big Christmas Eve dinner to opening the presents next morning and all the things we've always done. Dad was the picture of health, even going out for a skate on the rink behind the tennis club. And then we all went home the day after Christmas. Everyone had gotten along. It was right out of Currier and Ives, Norman Rockwell. You get the idea.
Everything but chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
Yeah, just about. So we all leave happy and cheerful, each heading back to our respective homes. The next morning, Mom calls. It's your father, she says.
Margie Simmons enters.
Oh, Chet, don't make it sound so dramatic. I think my exact words were, I think there's something wrong with Dad.
My version sounds better.
Only if it was a movie or something. Hello, dear. So nice to see you again.
You too, Mrs. Simmons.
Margie, please.
Margie.
Well, then you tell it, Mom.
I went into the kitchen for breakfast. Everything was as it always was. The coffee was made, the juice was poured, the melon sliced on the table, the newspapers ready to be read, even the toast was in the toaster. And there your father sat in his chair, just staring at the paper. I must have said something, I don't know what, but when he didn't answer, I looked at him. And he had this vacant look as if he didn't know me or where he was or what he was doing. For a moment, I thought he was just thinking, he does that when he's read something in the paper. But when I went to sit down, he didn't move. Every morning for our entire married life, he's gotten up from the table to pull out my chair for me. It's the gentleman in him. But this time he didn't. Funny thing is, I didn't even notice until I realized that I had seated myself and I looked at him and nothing, no reaction, hardly even a blink.
What did you do?
Oh, well, I called his name. And when he didn't move, I called 911. I told them that I thought he'd had a stroke and, that they always tell you on those insurance forms that the first thing you do with something like that is call 911. So I did. And before I knew it, they were there. And then I really don't remember what happened after that.
You called me.
Yes, I called you.
We got him to the ER and waited until finally the doctor came out and said it looked like a small stroke and it was a good thing we caught it in time and it didn't look like there was any permanent damage. He said it was just like the one Eisenhower had.
Who?
$20,000 a year tuition, and the school didn't teach you American history. President Dwight Eisenhower. He had a stroke while in office. He recovered.
But Dad hasn't.
They've done all manners of tests, MRIs, CAT scans, all sorts of things. He's just there.
Well, that's not entirely true. He's not a vegetable. He can stand, he can walk, he can feed himself, he can go to the bathroom, thank God. I read to him and he seems to understand. He watches TV, but
He doesn't do anything spontaneously. He only reacts.
How awful. And how awful for you.
thank you. I suppose I knew at some point that it would come to something like this. One of us would get like this. You just
You
don't.
just don't know when it will happen.
I suppose, in a way, it's a relief. It's a dread, not knowing. Now that it has, you cope. And we've had help.
I never thought I'd say this, but thank God for the insurance.
Oh, and Medicare.
So that's taking care of it?
For the most part, I've had to make a few phone calls every so often to put my lawyer's voice out for them. But yeah, it's gone surprisingly well. They're getting the benefits of all those years of being a loyal customer.
Kenny enters. He is changed into green scrubs. Both Chet and Jordan do a slight double take.
Whoa.
Jordan.
Woof.
Excuse me, Mrs. Simmons. I've ordered the refill on the script from Dr. Loudon and scheduled the appointment for Monday afternoon. I was able to find that cheese you wanted. I put it in the fridge.
Oh, thank you, Kenny. That's fine.
Sure. Anything else?
Oh, no. You've done enough already. Is Archie ready?
I'll make sure he is.
Well, then if he's ready to join us, I think he'd like to be out here on the deck with the rest of us, don't you think?
I'm sure he would, ma'am.
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, Kids, this is Kenny Barnhill. He's taking care of your dad part-time. Kenny, these are my children. You might remember some of them.
I do. Good to see you, Chet. Been a while.
Well, yeah, yes. Kenny, good to see you too.
And his son, Jojo.
Jordan.
Nice to meet you, Jordan.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
And Lee and his fiancée, Emily.
Sir, ma'am.
Peggy's still en route. When she gets here, we'll have dinner. I made enough for you, Kenny, so if you'd like to join
Oh,
us.
there's plenty of room at the table.
Thanks, but I got paperwork to catch up on, and this is your family time. I'll be fine, unless there's anything else.
No, thanks, Kenny.
I'll get Mr. Simmons ready then.
Kenny exits.
Speaking of benefits, when did he come on board?
Last week, when we got here, he's been a godsend.
What happened to the last one, Mrs. Hickenlooper or whatever her name was?
Mrs. Hooper. She was very annoying. She treated me like an idiot and talked to your father like he was a child. I think the last straw was when she asked your father, did we make a boom boom?
Oh, God.
Well, your father proved that he could move at least one of his fingers. Kenny's wonderful. He helps around the house. He's got the station wagon running, and you remember his mother, Ruby. She looks after the place and even cooks for us.
He's hot.
Jordan.
Well, he is.
Fine, just cool it.
He's from here?
Born and raised. Don't you remember when he worked for the maintenance crew?
Mom, I haven't spent a summer here in 10 years.
Well, Chet remembers him.
I do, yeah.
He was a medic in the army, and now he's an EMT with the county. And yes, he's very handsome.
You said Peggy is en route?
She called. She should be here any minute now, and she's alone.
What about Tom?
I didn't ask.
Tom Jr.?
Oh, he's in summer school. He won't be here either. I was hoping to have all the chicks in the nest, but
What are the odds?
3-bar hotel?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You can ask her when she gets here. I have no idea.
The Rebar Hotel?
The joint.
Prison?
Involuntary rehab, actually. He's had a couple of DUIs, so sometimes he spends the weekend as a guest of the state, drying out.
Must be tough on your sister.
She knew it going in.
We all have our flaws. He's been a good father to Tommy.
Really?
Don't you think so?
Tommy dresses like a ghoul. Someone needs to tell him that goth went out with the 90s.
Well,
He's creepy.
he's your cousin. He's family. And we all make allowances for being different, don't we?
How old is he?
16.
Tom's been living off his family's money and coming up with these wild ideas like selling craft beer. You know about that, don't you?
He hit me up to invest in it. I politely declined.
I hadn't heard about that one.
He and a bunch of his college buddies from Tapakega Brew bought an old brewery in Detroit, spent a ton of money getting it up and running and licensed, and came out with Big Bulge Pale Ale.
Oh, geez, not really.
Not kidding.
What's their slogan? You'll get a rise out of it?
He sent me a sample of it.
And
I told him his horse has diabetes, but he says it's a big hit with the frats.
I'll bet.
He's tried very hard to do well for Peggy and Tom Jr. Give him a break, please.
The Dunnigans aren't exactly Skid Row.
You know what I mean.
No, I actually don't, Mom.
Mom, have you said anything to Peggy?
About what?
Mom.
No.
Why not? You told us.
It means more to her than it does to you. It can wait.
I think you were afraid.
Nonsense.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
You'll know soon enough.
Is it a surprise?
Oh, yeah.
Jojo, why don't you go help Ruby set the table? I'm going to check on the roast.
No problem, Graham.
I really wanted this weekend to be a good time. Whatever happens, happens. It's your father's birthday tomorrow, and we're here for him.
Are you sure you want to do this?
If I don't check on the roast, it could dry out.
No, you know what I mean.
Am I sure I want to do what?
Mom.
Oh, yes. We've never been surer about anything in a very long time. I'll be back in 2 shakes.
Two shakes?
Of a lamb's tail, one of Mom's expressions. I have no idea where it comes from.
I think I need to start a lexicon.
Good idea. We're full of them. Remember being told not to be the last of the table because we didn't want to be the old cow's tail?
Yeah. Seem to have this thing for tails.
Tell me about it.
So what is this big secret? Or do I have to wait until the big announcement?
Well,
they swore us both to secrecy.
I thought we dropped the idea of keeping secrets. Is there anything else I'm not privy to?
Did you tell her about the weekend you got snowed in at Boyne Mountain with Tabitha Sullivan?
I was 16 and it was a school ski trip. 6 people shared a motel room. Nothing happened. No one could move.
Oh, sure. 6 horny teenagers in one motel room. There's got to be a YouTube video somewhere.
I plead the fifth.
Excellent idea. No, really, Emily, it's not that big a deal. But Mom and Dad wanted to keep it under wraps until everything was in place. And we agreed because, look, she might as well know.
Sure. If you say so.
All right. Emily, our father is 70. Mom is getting up there. Dad's retired, collecting a pension, Social Security. They rattle around in their big old house, just the two of them. And now that Dad's had his whatever it is, they just want...
Yoo-hoo! I made it!
We've got an offer on the house.
The one in Ottawa Hills?
No, this one.
Who from? Someone up here?
Their name is Winslow from, I'm not really sure where they're from.
The Hudson Valley. He's a crypto venture capitalist. She's a designer of some sort, doing very well. They're coming up this weekend. And speaking of which, they're not coming. Something about their dog.
You've checked them out.
within an inch of an SEC audit. We've been talking about selling since last winter. Up to now, it's all been theoretical. We've had some nibbles, but this looks like the real thing. Thing is, Peggy doesn't know that we have an offer.
Why keep it from her?
It's
Where is everybody?
Complicated.
How?
She had a meltdown when Mom told her the place was up for sale, crying, carrying on about the family legacy, blaming Dad for all sorts of things, dredging up the past, and then trying to talk me and Elliot and Lee into buying it so that strangers wouldn't trash the place.
Wow.
I didn't tell you because there's no way that was going to happen. CHET hasn't been here for 20 years, and even if you and I wanted to, the property taxes alone are more than what we're paying for the rent on our condo in Palmetto Bay. Not to mention, I've still got student loans out the ass. She finally calmed down by Easter, convinced that no one here would dare buy it or that somehow we'd all inherit it and live happily ever after.
But now there's an offer.
Yep.
Can I ask how much?
1.25.
Million?
Yep.
That's
Yeah, it's a lot of money. They don't want the house so much as they want the lot. It's nearly twice the size of others because when the house was built 100 years ago, there weren't that many houses here. As more and more were built, the lots were subdivided. We're on one of the biggest lots in Harbor Grove.
I'm guessing they want to tear this place down and build something new.
they told you that?
It's happened before.
They'd have to get that approved by the association, or they used to. Who knows what's going on with them now?
Yeah, the covenants still give the Harbor Grove Homeowners Association the right of first refusal on any property sales. It's a relic from the good old days when it was restricted. No blacks, no Jews, no Catholics.
They can do that?
Up until the Civil Rights Act of 1968, which outlawed discrimination based on race, color, or creed. After that, anyone could buy a house here. Of course, the law didn't cover private clubs, so they could still be restricted from joining the golf, tennis, yacht clubs. So there's not much point in being here. If you're a renter, you have to submit all sorts of references, not just a clean credit report. They check everything from your income and other associations to serving the right scotch, the Macallan,
And only the Macallan.
at cocktail parties, which are a nightly ritual. And the association can still dictate what kind of changes you can make to the property, up to and including tearing down and rebuilding.
Like any other homeowners association in every gated community in America.
It sounds like some high school clique.
Harbor Grove is the ultimate cool kids table.
Peggy enters.
Finally made it.
Oh, good to see you.
Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you, Emily. I've heard so much, but now. So, how are the wedding plans progressing?
There's not a lot to plan this far out. I hope you can come.
Well, I do too. So, I hear there's an offer.
Yeah.
Janie called me. She's on the board and she knows them. Her daughter went to college with Chloe. She's actually been here a few summers ago before she married.
So you know,
Yes, 1 point something.
1.25.
Right, so we should talk.
About?
A counter.
Archer, followed by Kenny and Jordan, enter.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, Daddy, it's so good to see you. Do you want a drink, Daddy? That's okay, isn't it?
Sure, I'll get it. Jordan, get the corn nuts. They're in the bowl.
Okay.
Jordan goes to the bar, takes a bowl of snacks to the table next to Archer's chair, then goes back to the bar to refresh his drink. Peggy sees this and scowls.
Ahem.
It's okay, Peg. I'm 18.
Next month.
Leave him alone.
Chet takes the drink to Archer and hands it to him.
There you go, Dad. Just the way you like it.
Margie enters, carrying her glass.
Oh, it's so nice to have all the chicks back in the nest. Well, almost all. But I'm so glad you're here to celebrate your father's birthday. 70 is a milestone, and we love having you here. Oh, and to congratulate Jojo on his graduation last week.
Thanks, Graham.
Of course, dear. So proud of you, carrying on the tradition at Princeton. And it's so nice to have you with us, Emily.
Thank you,
Margie.
Margie.
So let's raise our glasses in a toast to all of us and welcome home. All right, well, dinner is on the table, isn't it, Ruby?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we then? Jojo, will you please escort your grandfather to the table?
Sure, Graham.
Jordan goes to Archer, who hands him his glass and waves off assistance in rising from his chair. Archer looks around at the others, smiles, and then goes to exit, followed by Jordan and the others. Ruby and Kenny start clearing the cocktail service.
So you heard.
Oop, Deb, you with us?
Yes, can you
Oh,
hear
you're
me?
muted. Deb's
Sorry.
muted.
Sorry, I was muted. I apologize. Yep. 1.25.
Let the games begin.
End of scene 1. Scene 2. Later that evening, Jordan enters. After a moment, Chet enters.
You might want to get a sweater. It still gets chilly at night this time of year.
I'm okay.
So yourself. When was the last time you were here?
5 years ago, the summer I stayed here with Graham and Granddad while you and Mom worked things out.
You had a good time, didn't you?
Yeah, Granddad taught me how to drive.
In the station wagon.
I was finally tall enough to reach the pedals.
That's the same car I learned to drive.
Really?
Yeah, it's still here out in the garage. Kenny keeps it running.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. Used to take it to Lighthouse Point, park it off in the woods with my friends. We'd build a fire. And
Sounds like fun.
didn't you do that with your friends when you were here?
It was only that one summer, Dad.
But you made friends, right?
Oh, yeah. Rory Hollister.
Dan Hollister's son?
Uh-huh. We hung out together, went swimming off the big dock, you know? He was fun.
You two keep in touch?
Christmas cards, you know?
I had a crush on Dan. Big, strong guy, always goofing around, like to show off a little. Yeah, sweetheart of a guy, though. That's when I knew.
Yeah, same with me and Rory.
You ever tell him?
God, no.
Me neither with Dan. Sorry I missed your graduation.
I know. You said it's okay.
I really wanted to, but time, tide, and the United States Court of Appeals wait for no man.
Mom was there. So were Walt and Celeste,
Walt and Celeste,
Brian's parents.
nice of them to be there.
Well, Brian was graduating too, so yeah.
I'd like to meet him.
You had your chance. Twice. Graduation and this weekend. Come out to Seattle sometime.
I should. How'd you meet him?
He walked up to me the first day of school, said hello, and asked me what I was into.
You're kidding.
No, not like that. He meant gaming, music, that kind of stuff.
Nowadays, you can never tell.
We got to be friends, and then he drafted me for the swimming team, and pretty soon I forgot about Rory Hollister.
That soon?
It wasn't until we were in high school that we even figured out that I mean, I knew, but
Yeah, I get it.
good. I wish you could explain that to Mom.
Explain.
That's not just about fucking. She thinks that's all there is between us. I honestly love him, and he loves me. We don't even do it that often.
Okay, well,
She doesn't get it.
it didn't help when you told her you wanted to bring him along this weekend.
Uncle Lee brought Emily.
They're engaged.
Brian and I might as well be.
I know, but
So maybe you can explain it to her.
I couldn't explain it to her 5 years ago, Jordan. Besides, I think it's something you need to do on your own. You're an adult now,
When I came out to her, she made me see a therapist.
she told me.
Well, I went. Very nice woman, Dr. Bergstrom, who insisted I call her Marcia. I went, and after a couple of sessions, she said I sounded like a normal teenager going through the normal teenage wasteland shit. She wasn't gonna make any money off of me, but mom still treats me like I'm 12.
I'm afraid that's a permanent condition. I got the same from your grandmother. I still do.
Graham still calls me JoJo. I hate that.
Tell her she can take it.
Well,
You'll always be her little boy, even though you're all grown up. You look good, by the way.
thanks. So do you.
Elliot shamed me into going back to the gym. I heard you swam varsity this year.
And last,
Got buff. Is that what they still say?
swole.
Okay. Swole.
Thanks.
I know it's been a while since I've seen you.
Christmas before last.
Well, I'm glad you can make it this weekend. It means a lot to your family.
I don't start my job until next weekend.
Susan said something about that, working at a summer camp.
I'm going to be a lifeguard and swim coach at Camp Able. It's my second year. It's for kids with disabilities. They get to spend a couple weeks doing things they can't do at a regular camp, like horseback riding and swimming and playing sports like basketball.
Really? How do they?
With specially made saddles and wheelchairs from the Paralympics. These kids grew up in a world that's not designed for them. So maybe so many of the things that you and I just, take for granted, like walking or running or even going to the bathroom, for them it's a struggle just to get out of bed. But not one complains or cries or lets it get to them. They live a life we can't even begin to imagine. And when they get into the water, wow, it's like they're free. The kids with spina bifida or the ones who are paralyzed, it's like they can fly. They can move on their own and they're not afraid of anything. One girl told me she wants to be a mermaid when she grows up. She said, I can't walk anyway, so why shouldn't I just have a tail and swim? What?
No, I'm just proud of you. You really have grown up.
Yeah, well, it happens.
And on to Princeton now.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I'm not going to Princeton. Look, I know you had your heart set on me going there, but
I thought you wanted to go. You took all those AP classes.
yeah, I did, and I'm glad I did.
So where are you going to go?
Washington State in Pullman,
Why there?
because that's where Brian's going. He got a scholarship in mechanical engineering, full ride, even room and board. All he's got to do is keep his grades up, and he'll be going for free. I was going to apply for the scholarship too, but with mom's job at you know where, I didn't qualify.
Did you discuss this with your mother?
Yeah, of course. She had to sign all the forms
So why am I finding out about this now?
because it's my decision.
So you want to go to some state college because your boyfriend's going there?
What's wrong with that?
Because it's not the best argument to make for a lifetime decision. That's why.
Well, it's better than deciding to go to some Ivy full of preppy frat bros because my dad and grandfather and two uncles went there.
Princeton doesn't have frats, they have eating clubs. And what's wrong with being part of a family tradition?
Because I want to go to college and get a degree, not hang out with a bunch of rich Republicans named Skip, Chip, and Trip.
A degree in what?
I don't know yet. It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It didn't to you. You majored in philosophy and then went to law school.
You didn't think to talk to me?
I honestly didn't think about that.
Why not? I'm your father, not to mention that I'm going to be paying for it. At least I was planning to.
Dad, you haven't been around since I was 12. It's been mom and me,
And my alimony and child support.
which ends next month when I turn 18. You said it yourself. I'm all grown up now. I have to make these decisions from now on. You weren't there when I had to make them.
I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah, me too. And Brian's not my boyfriend. He's my partner. Just like you and Elliot.
I just think,
What, Dad?
I'm just thinking I wasn't much older than you are now when I stood out here on this deck and announced to your grandparents that I was going to marry your mother.
We all make mistakes.
If I hadn't, where would you be?
Got me there. So, you guys are really gonna sell this place?
The grandparents have decided it's time.
Aunt Peg said something about a counter.
Counter offer to the Winslow's 1.25.
I know what a counter is. Is she serious?
It's complicated.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. It's more than that, though.
Okay, why?
I'm the executor of mom and dad's estate.
So it's up to you, right?
Yeah,
So you get to decide.
more or less.
So,
Part of the deal is that mom and dad made it clear that we all, them and me and Lee and Peggy, had to agree on how to deal with what's left of the estate now and in the future.
sounds fair to me. So the Winslow's 1.25 should be good, right? What's your counter?
Peg's counter will be thanks but no thanks. She wants to keep this place as our inheritance, the family legacy passed down generation to generation, a shining testament to our whatever.
And you and Uncle Lee are not interested.
I love this house. I loved spending time here when I was a kid. So did Lee, and so did mom and dad. But the practical side is that they need the money. They're going to need it to live on for the rest of their lives. And as you've seen, your grandfather is already in need of long term care.
Okay, I get that. So why don't you explain that to Aunt Peg?
That's where it gets complicated.
How?
Princess Margaret.
You lost me.
Princess Margaret was the younger sister of Princess Elizabeth. They got along fine until their father became King George VI, and Elizabeth became the heir apparent, and then Queen Elizabeth II in 1952. Margaret was jealous of her sister. She wanted to be the queen, and it led to a very complicated relationship for the rest of their lives. Well, your Aunt Peg has always been jealous of me for being the heir to the Simmons estate. Hence, the Princess Margaret comparison. Appropriate since Peggy is short for Margaret.
And you're a queen.
Ha ha, funny.
Sorry, but I still don't get it. What's that got to do with this place?
That's because you're an only child. You don't know about sibling rivalry. Peggy has basically tolerated me, doting on Lee as the baby of the family, and only paying attention to me when she absolutely needs to. The straw that broke it was when mom and dad made me the executor rather than her. She seemed to think that I wasn't worthy of it. Divorced, gay, living with a man.
Jesus, it's the 21st century.
She's convinced that I'm going to turn this place into the Fire Island of Michigan.
Peggy enters.
So,
So,
what's our counter?
there is no counter, Peggy. We either accept it or reject it.
Then we reject it.
It's a reasonable offer.
Can we beat it?
Can who beat it?
Us.
Us?
Us, together, as a family.
She takes a long drink from the wine, nearly draining it, then goes and looks out over the lake.
Look at that. That view. That beautiful, calm water. It's like glass. So many times I've dreamed about being here, playing on the beach, looking up at the stars at night. So clear it was like you could touch them. The bright, sparkling blue sky, no clouds, just a gentle breeze and the scent of the cedars and pines. Even the varnish from the logs or the smoke from the fire pit roasting marshmallows. The cool nights. It's nothing like home. Don't you remember?
Yeah, but it's been years.
Jordan, do you remember?
I only was here that one summer.
Mom said you had a wonderful time. Made friends, learned to sail, even played tennis.
I guess.
So it does mean something to you then. Why not to you?
Peg,
How can you just walk away from it? It's been a part of your life for forever. Lee, how can you let this happen?
I know what Harbor Grove means to you, Peg, and I loved it too when I was a kid. But I'm just not ready to commit spending that kind of money just to hang on to it. Are we?
No.
I see. I don't even get why we have to buy it from them.
because they need the money.
No, they should just pass it along to us. That's what people do here.
That may be, but mom and dad need every cent they can save.
I thought you were the one in charge of their finances now.
I am, and I know that sitting on $1 million piece of real estate for no other reason than nostalgia and summer dreams is not the best way to manage their money.
What the hell happened?
What do you mean?
I mean, what the hell happened to their money, to all their money?
They lived on it.
You mean they blew it? Trips to Europe, weekends in San Francisco, a new car every other year?
Why not? It's their life. They've earned it.
And leaving us with what? I mean it. Why should we have to pick up after them?
Peg, just
Fine. If that's the case, we'll find a way to come up with, Jesus, 1.25.
Peggy, do you really think that you and Tom can...
What do you care? If it means nothing to you.
It does mean something to me, and I know it does to you. It's just...
Just that what?
It's just that 1.25 is an awful lot of money to pay for a status symbol.
Fine.
Margie enters.
Please, all of you, keep your voices down. Kenny just got your father settled in, and he needs all the rest he can get.
Sorry, Mom.
What is all the commotion?
Nothing. Just getting back into the swing of being a family again.
Oh, really?
Yes, Mom.
Well, I heard some of it.
Then let's talk about it.
No, not tonight.
Then when?
This weekend is for your father. We will leave that conversation for some other time.
But,
Do I make myself clear?
all right.
Good. Now, have we got all the sleeping arrangements worked out? Chet and Lee, why don't you two take your old room? You're not too old for the bunk beds. Jojo, there's room in there for you too. Peggy and Emily take the room with the twin beds. They're all made up and ready.
Mom, Emily and I...
I know. You two take the yellow room with the double bed. Just don't tell your grandfather.
Well, seeing as how his ashes are interred in the chapel wall, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that.
Good night, dear. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Graham.
Good night, dear. So nice to have you with us. Sleep tight.
You too.
Good night, dear.
Good night, Mom.
Peggy starts to leave.
Peggy, it's for the best.
We're all set. I put the leftovers in the fridge in the mud room, and we'll be here bright and early, ready for the party.
Archie's all settled in. He's watching that series on Netflix, the one with the kids in the wormhole.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Let us know if you need anything else.
Oh, thank you. Good night. It's for the best.
End of scene 2. Scene 3. It is early the next morning, 7 a.m. or so. Ruby comes out onto the deck carrying a broom, and she starts to sweep up. Chet enters. He is in summer shorts, sneakers, and a sweater. He is carrying a mug of coffee.
Good morning.
Good morning to you too. Find everything?
Yes, thanks.
Good. Breakfast be ready in a bit. Oatmeal and bacon.
Sounds great.
Your dad likes it. Brown sugar and raisins.
I remember. Beautiful day.
Another blue sparkler. That's what Ken Sr. called him.
He was right. So how have you been?
Oh, good. Thanks. Same as always.
I heard it was a pretty heavy winter.
No more than usual. A lot of folks up for the holidays, and some of the boys did some ice fishing out in the bay.
How long have you lived here?
All my life, so far.
Yeah, so far. So you and your family,
All from here. Family story is that my great grandfather Carlson came over from Norway in 1905, tried fishing for a while, then started building houses. Built this one, as a matter of fact.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he and a fellow named Charlie Clump.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. Back in the 1920s, Ken's family came up from Grand Rapids and his dad went to work for the sheriff's department, and so did Ken Sr. We got married and had Kenny and Dora and still live in the same house. Dora's down in Mount Pleasant with her family, but they come up for Christmas.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, having grandchildren underfoot for a couple weeks is all right. They're growing up, though. Dora's oldest, Candy, is almost ready to go to CMU and study nursing.
Ever think about living anywhere else? Like for retirement?
My sister and husband got a place down in Lakeland in Florida, and I've been there once. It's nice, close to Tampa and Orlando, quiet, and the Tigers do their spring training there, but
You're not interested?
oh, Ken Sr. and I talked about maybe going somewhere when we retired, but then he got sick and then passed, and Kenny Bain came back for the service and started working. Florida's hot and they got a lot of bugs, and I'm good here. This is home.
You like working here for us at the Grove?
I got a couple other places here and in town. Keeps me out of the bingo parlors and Indian casinos.
Kenny enters. He's in jeans and scrubs.
Water's boiling. I turned it down.
Thanks.
Ruby hands Kenny the broom.
Here, make yourself useful. I'll let you know when breakfast is ready.
Ruby exits.
Morning, Kenny.
Good morning, Chet. Nice to see you again. Been a while.
Yeah, I know.
20 years, I think, since you were here last.
That's about right. Mom says you got the wagon going.
Yeah, I love that car. 390 V8 with a 4-barrel, cruise-o-matic, power everything. Not a scratch on her, not even 50,000 miles.
You know the history of it?
Some.
My grandfather Simmons ordered it from Bob Reese Motor Sales in Toledo, straight from the factory. My grandmother drove it, and then when it was time for a new one, they brought it up here so they could use it in the summer. We all learned to drive on it, even Jordan. A lot of memories in that old Country Squire.
Oh, I know. I remember it from when the last time you were home. August 20 years ago. I just graduated from high school, getting ready to enlist, and a bunch of us went out to Lighthouse Park in the dark so we could watch the meteor shower. The Perseids. You, me, a couple other guys. Dan Hollister, Gary Anderson, I think. We all piled in the wagon and parked way far away from the lights. Then those guys went off to chase some tail and beer, and you and me stayed behind. We sat on the tailgate looking up at the sky, blazed a doobie, got kind of baked. Then you looked at me and he said, "Hey, Kenny, I really want to suck
I
your..."
remember.
Hey, I liked it. So did you when I returned the favor.
Look,
It wasn't like it was a big deal or anything. Just two guys sitting on a Country Squire tailgate enjoying each other's company. Besides, I was 18 and horny as fuck. Hell, you'd have told me breakfast was ready, I'd have popped a rod. So anyway, that was the last time you were up here. How come?
I was going into my junior year. I needed to get a summer job the next year, pre-law and all that. Things just,
Yeah, I get it. Although I did kind of wonder if, you were freaked out a little about doing it.
me? No, I knew I was gay back then.
Still got married.
Yeah, well, that was what was expected.
A lot of that going around.
I wasn't freaked out. I hope you weren't. I mean, I was stoned.
We both were.
Yeah, but
No, the only thing I was wondering was if you were freaked out about giving a blowjob to a townie or getting one from him.
no, that had nothing to do with it, Kenny.
Good to know. Just so you know, you weren't the only guy to hit on me up here.
I never said a word.
Oh, I know. But there's that vibe, we guess we all have it. I sure saw my share of it in my hitch in the army.
Yeah, it's called gaydar.
Uh-huh. So I hear you have a partner.
Elliot met in law school, although he's not a lawyer, thank God.
And your son.
Lives with his mom out in Seattle.
Yeah, nice kid.
Takes after me.
Yeah, got that.
So what about you? You seeing anyone?
Nah, living with mom, not really that interested. If I really feel the need, there's a couple of bars down in TC where I can meet up with some buddies. Anyway, it's good to see you again. And if you want to go take the wagon out for a spin, still runs like a champ.
Might just do that.
So you really want to sell this place?
We don't have a choice. You've seen Dad. It looks like he's going to need long-term care. Lee doesn't plan on spending much time here. It means the most to my sister, but
Yeah, okay, I get it.
what do you think?
Well, if it was up to me, I'd hang on to it. I know it costs a lot to maintain it, but from what I heard about the folks that want to buy it, they're just going to push it into the lake and build something that doesn't belong here.
You know that for a fact?
I talked to Ray Kellogg. He's done a lot of work on these houses out here, including the remodel on the Watkins place a few years ago. These Winslow people showed him some plans asking for an estimate. Told me the place they want to build looks like a cross between a gas station and a sewage treatment plant, all square with high ceilings and taking out all the trees. Tear down the garage, put in a Tesla charging station.
Jesus.
No doubt. Look, if it was up to me, I'd put some money into fixing it up. New weather-tight windows and doors, put in a real furnace, redo the wiring, make it livable for more than just the summer. And when you're not here, rent it out. Hell, I bet you that would pay your mortgage. And when you're ready to retire, move here full time like Dan and Macy Hollister. You folks ever think about that? It's nice here off season. Mom and I would look after it. I'll even plow the drive in winter. Sure beats Florida, or so I hear.
That would be nice, but
Well, it's your decision. I know I'm just a local, but I've seen how much Harbor Grove means to your folks, to a lot of people who come here. You're more than just summer people. You're part of us, kind of like family.
not to mention a big source of revenue for the county from the taxes.
Yeah, but it's more than that. A lot of people in town genuinely like having you here. We may talk trash when you're gone, but summer people are better than day trippers and leaf peepers, and be nice to have you around too.
Thanks.
If for no other reason, the town could always use a good lawyer.
Boys, breakfast is ready.
After you, Chet.
Peggy enters a cell phone to her ear.
Breakfast is ready.
Call me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Breakfast is ready.
Lee and I are going for a quick run, thanks. Shouldn't take long.
Sounds good. About last night.
Oh, no need. My family's the same, always discussing something, usually at maximum volume.
It's just that
And I'm the middle child too. I had brothers on both sides, Andy and Joe, and I could never get a word in edgewise. Joe was 2 years older, and we fought like two cats in a bag. So this is like old home week for me.
well, that's good.
Oh, yeah. He called me Squab, and I called him Dumb Jock, or DJ for short, because those are also his initials, David Joseph. And we had some royal battles.
Had?
Yes. He's dead.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
That's okay. It was 10 years ago.
Can I ask what happened?
Joe was born with an irregular heartbeat. He managed it with medication, and he lived a normal life. He grew up, played a lot of sports, did well in school, went off to college, UNM in Albuquerque. One day in his sophomore year, he and his friends were playing a pickup soccer game on campus, and he collapsed. His heart just stopped. He was dead before he hit the ground.
How awful.
He was pre-med. Ironically, he wanted to be a cardiologist. He had a boyfriend named Victor. We're still in touch. Christmas, Joe's birthday, that sort of thing. He's part of the family, like Lee is now.
How did you and Lee meet? I never really heard other than you were both in grad school.
We were in a seminar in modern European lit, and we bonded over our struggle with Chekhov, the Russian playwright, not the guy from Star Trek.
I get it.
Chekhov had a very subtle sense of humor. You read his plays and you think they're sad and sentimental, but they're actually very funny, poking fun at the aristocracy. He had no idea what was coming, but somehow he knew
He knew.
what was coming. The Russian Revolution and his own death at the age of 44 from TB. Joe did too.
She points to the sweatshirt.
This is his old sweatshirt, the one he was wearing when he wished he was still here to meet Lee and make fun of me for being a corporate lackey. I miss him something awful. Kind of like that old Joni Mitchell song. You don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Lee enters.
Hey, Peg. You ready?
Yep. Let's hit the bricks. Or the gravel. Whatever.
Okay.
And nice chatting with you, Peggy.
You too, Emily.
Peggy goes at her phone, taps it, listens, waits.
Damn it, Tom, call me.
Margie enters.
Sorry.
All good?
Sorry. Yeah, hold on. Peggy, dear, do me a hugie after breakfast, please.
What, Mom?
Take the station wagon, go into town, and pick up the cake and cookies from Barb at the bakery. They should be ready this morning. At least that's what she promised. Take Jojo with you to lend you a hand.
All right.
You're a dear. The keys are on the hook by the back door.
Got it.
Don't
Mom?
worry. Don't worry, they're already paid for. You two just bring them and put them in the mudroom by the fridge and keep them covered so the flies don't get to them.
I got it. Mom,
What, dear?
nothing. Getting the cake and cookies.
After breakfast. Don't forget to wish your father a happy birthday. It's his day.
Margie exits.
Damn it, Tom, call me back.
End of scene 3. Scene 4. Later that day, mid-afternoon, Ruby is on the deck with a watering can tending to the geraniums. Margie and Archer are in the chairs. Margie is reading. Kenny is taking Archer's vitals.
Looking good there, Archie. All systems normal. You should enter the fun run next weekend at the high school, raising money for the pep squad this fall.
Don't give him any ideas. He'll do it.
I'll bet. So I'll get your meds, and then you're good to go.
Thank you, Kenny.
Sure thing.
Ruby, I don't know how you do it. I can't get my geraniums to grow, much less bloom like that.
Trick is to put them away before winter. Store them in the basement. They go to sleep. They don't freeze, and then the next spring they come back to life, picking up where they left off.
I had no idea. Did you know that, Archie?
These have been around for 20 years, coming back every summer.
Here you go, Archie. One at a time, okay? Best patient I ever had.
Peggy enters. She is carrying a thick, old leather-bound photo album.
Mom, look what I found.
Goodness, where did you find it?
In the cabinet under the bookshelves next to the fireplace.
Peggy gives it to Margie. She carefully opens it.
It was your grandmother's. I haven't seen it in years. Oh, look, this is the house being built. Those are the men who were building it, standing by that big tree out in the back. April 1923. Ruby, come look. Do you recognize them?
Sure, that's Farfar Carlson.
Farfar?
Oh, well, that's what we called him. Farfar is granddad in Norwegian.
I love that. Who's the other man?
That's Charlie Clump.
Clump.
Yeah, he and Granddad built this house and lots of other ones too. Fact is, most of the log cottages up here were Carlson and Clump.
This one? Oh, my, it's the family. Summer 1933. Archie Sr., Granny Louise, Chester, Emily, Ethel, and Lois. They all look so young. Chester was born in 1926, so he'd be 7 there. Oh, my.
Wow. Daddy, that's you? How old were you?
About 16, right? Standing in front of the old station wagon. What are you holding?
I bet that's his driver's license. Right, Archie?
Hmm.
Yeah, I got the same picture of me standing in front of my first car.
That old Plymouth Duster we bought off of Scott Russell.
You were in good shape, Archie. Nice guns.
Guns.
Arms. Biceps.
Kenny gives Archer's biceps a gentle squeeze.
Yep, still got it.
That was the summer we brought that car up here. Archie drove it all the way.
Lee, Emily, Chet, and Jordan enter.
How was your swim off the back dock?
The water's still cold as a witch's thorax, so we borrowed Steve Gardner's whaler and went for a trip around the bay and into town for lunch. What you looking at?
Grandmother Simmons' photo album.
Wow, cool.
Jojo, that's your great-grandfather, Chester Simmons. So many memories. Archie, let's be sure to take this with us when we leave.
Fine. I finally got in touch with Tom. He's willing to come up with our portion of the down payment on this house to match the offer from the Winslows. Although, honestly, I don't understand why we should have to pay for the privilege of inheriting this house.
Peggy, I thought I made myself clear. We're not going to discuss this.
Yes, we are, Mother. I'm done with holding back. This is our house too, and you and Daddy at least owe us the right to have our turn. It's our inheritance. It's all that's left us now.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me. You and Daddy have spent everything on yourselves.
Well, that was the idea. I believe your father said that his goal is for the last check that he writes to bounce.
That's
Holy shit, Peggy.
Language, Leland.
Sorry, Mom, but this is bullshit. There's no inheritance left for any of us, Peggy, because we already got it.
what?
Private schools, summers here, spring vacations at Aspen, the country club, piano lessons, a big house, 4 years of college, our first cars. Not to mention your big fat wedding with the backyard reception and summer camp for Tom Jr. That's your inheritance right there, Peggy.
Not to mention the fervent hope that your father and I raised you with the means and the resourcefulness to make it on your own and have the sense to appreciate what you had handed to you.
So if you want this place, you're going to have to pay for it.
But they.
Peggy, do you think that your father and I inherited it from your grandfather's family?
Didn't you?
We most certainly did not. There was a bidding war between your father and his aunts who drove a very hard bargain. 40 years ago, we were able to scrape together the money to buy them out because we wanted to share this beautiful place.
Oh, Margie froze. Stand by. Oh,
Oh no.
brief pause. Let me actually.
Uh-oh.
You may begin.
We most certainly did not. There was a bidding war between your father and his aunts who drove a very hard bargain. 40 years ago, we were able to scrape together the money to buy them out because we wanted to share this beautiful place with you and your families, should you have them. But we paid for it, believe me.
So you're ready to sell this place to the first person that waves 1.25 under your nose?
Well, we'll see.
Fine.
They're lowballing you.
I beg your pardon?
This place is worth a lot more than that. The land alone.
I'm sorry, Ruby, but
Back in April, when the Winslows came by to look at the house, I showed them around. Nice enough people, but I knew they were going to lowball you. So I got in touch with John Zachman and had him take a look.
Who's he?
Well, he's the realtor in Sutton's Bay. He knows the market here better than some Zillow site, and he said the place is worth at least 2.2. I can show you the appraisal. Got it at home.
why would you even bother?
Because we'll offer you 2.2.
What? You're not serious.
Sure, we are. We'll go up to 2.5, but that's about as high as we'll go for now.
But how can you?
Well, between Ken Sr.'s pension and Social Security, plus what I make out here and what Kenny gets from any Army pension from the county, we're doing all right.
But 2.5?
There's also this. Remember last January when the Powerball jackpot set a record for the highest single payout?
Yeah, 1.8 billion or something.
Uh-huh. That ticket was sold at the Tom's Market on Division Street in Traverse City. I was on my way back from dropping off a patient at Munson Medical and put $5 on a random draw, and well, there you are.
I don't believe it.
You want me to show you? Chet, you got your phone on you?
I do.
Okay. Google CRM Wealth Management Midwest.
CRM management.
Midwest.
Midwest. Oh, got it.
Go to accounts, type in 01-43551-CH.
It's asking for a password.
Country Squire, one word, no caps.
I love it.
Holy sh... Holy cow.
That's just the cover page. You can't do any transactions from there. For what you have to send an email to Chuck Hadley, our certified planner at CRM, and we can have him call you right after to verify the account.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, he'll take my call. So how about it? 2.2? You know the Winslows were going to pay you in crypto, right? Those are basically computer generated poker chips. We'll give you cash, a certified check for the whole amount, drawn from a real bank.
And don't worry, you'll get first dibs on renting the place next summer for as long as you want. June, July, or August. Or the whole summer if Margie and Archer want to stay. We'll let you talk it over. I got to get the spare ribs parboiled so Chet can grill them. Kenny, let's leave them to it.
Ruby and Kenny exit.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
You didn't know.
I don't pay attention to things like Powerball jackpots.
I knew the winner was someone here in Michigan, but their name was never in the papers.
A good thing, too. They'd be set upon like vultures on a dead squirrel.
No doubt. You didn't know, did you, Mom?
Of course not. But I'm happy for them.
Well, it's crazy.
Well, what? That they won the money or that they want to buy this place?
It's ridiculous. They don't.
If you say they don't belong here, I'm going to kick your ass.
And how?
They don't.
Seriously? What the hell, Peggy? You sound like the last act of the Cherry Orchard.
Your father and I certainly did not raise you to be a snob.
Yeah, where the hell is that coming from?
This is Harper Grove.
And they're townies? Even Downton Abbey let the servants eat cake once in a while.
Oh, fuck you.
Margaret, Louise,
I mean it, Mom.
enough. Do you know where your great-grandfather got the money to buy this land and build this house?
He was in the glass bottle manufacturing business.
But before that. All right, I'll tell you. When Archer Sr. was 18, he got a job as a crewman on a yacht that was moored at the harbor in town. It was summer of 1920, and he was a natural at sailing. He could handle any weather. Every other week or so, they took it up to Mackinac and then on to Sault Ste. Marie for a few days, taking the owner's friends and family on these lovely excursions and returning and getting ready for another voyage. On every trip, though, they'd pick up some other friends at the Sioux, along with their luggage, and when they got here, Archer would load them into his wooden-sided truck and drive them back down to Detroit or Chicago. He was paid very handsomely, and within a year, he had enough money that he could put some down on a lot out here, well before anyone else, and started to build this house in 1923. He was barely 21. But he was, as they say, a visionary. So,
Mom, we know when the house was built.
I'm not finished. Do you remember what happened in 1920?
Yeah, Prohibition.
You don't know who Eisenhower was, but you know about Prohibition.
Well, yeah, The Untouchables is a good movie.
Ah, that explains that.
Peggy, your great-grandfather was a bootlegger. He was working for people who paid him to import liquor from Canada in violation of the Volstead Act and the 18th Amendment to the United States Constitution. When Prohibition was repealed and the breweries and distilleries reopened and his sailing skills were no longer required, he knew that there was a need for the bottles to sell their product. So he went to work in the bottle business. Did I get it right? He kept one souvenir of his previous occupation, a 1929 Ford Model A Woody wagon, the first of many. including that one that's out in the garage.
So Archer Sr. was Harbor Grove's very own Al Capone.
In a manner of speaking, although I think the only thing he ever killed were some lake trout.
What does that have to do with Ruby and Kenny buying this place?
Oh, geez. Peggy, unlike some of the people here, including our ancestors, they've earned it, honestly.
With a lottery ticket?
1.8 billion is a pretty good return on an investment of $5.
All right, so we're agreed then? We sell to Ruby and Kenny for 2.2?
They offered 2.5.
Oh, Peggy, really?
I call the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I, Archie, I'll take that as an I.
I. Hey, I'm in this family too, you know?
He is, Peggy.
Fine then.
Over to you, Peggy.
They said they'd let you be a renter.
Okay, I.
Good. I'll tell them and then get the grill started for the spare ribs.
And then get changed into something more presentable than a swimsuit.
Yes, Mom. Come on, let's go.
It's for the best, Peggy.
I know, Mom. You said that before. It's just that.
Dear, you really don't want to own this place. It's wonderful for all the memories, but the expense, not to mention wondering in the middle of winter if you're going to get a call from Kenny telling you that a tree has fallen and taken out the mudroom, or worse, it's burned to the ground. We were very lucky that it never happened in all the years, and to be honest, we don't have any friends here anymore. They're either in the wall at the chapel or turned into snobs like Janie Anderson. We didn't raise you that way. I just can't imagine you sitting out here on the deck, sipping scotch with people like that for the rest of your life.
Then why do you want to sell it to Ruby? How do you think they'll treat her and Kenny?
Well, if I know them at all, they can handle Janie, and I'm sure their bank account will at least impress her. Even in this day and age of crypto, real money still talks. I would love to be at the first association meeting when they show up and see the look on people's faces.
Yeah, that would be worth it, I guess.
Good. Then let's go inside and help Ruby get the table ready. Bring the cake into the kitchen. Ready to go in?
Happy birthday, Daddy.
End of scene 4. Scene 5. Later that evening, Chet and Kenny enter.
So you're set on 2.2. What happened with 2.5?
I'm going to use the difference to replace the windows and doors, put in a real furnace, bring the plumbing and wiring up to code, put in some more insulation, and make it worth spending more than just the summer here. I'll go for 2.5, but then you'd have to do all of that before the closing. Might as well let me and Ray do it on my dime. We'll get started right after Labor Day. The association doesn't allow construction during the season. But we should have it wrapped up by Christmas. Maybe you and Elliot can spend the holidays here.
That sounds great. We'd like that. So we've got a deal? And now you're officially one of us.
Lee, Emily,
Well.
and enter.
Well, I don't know about that. There may be a country squire in the garage, but I'm not cut out to be a country squire, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, me neither. Speaking of which, I know you'll own the place, but I'd like to keep the wagon registered in our name. I'll pay for the license plates and insurance.
Sure. Say, have you driven it since you got here?
No, not yet.
We'll say we go for a drive. It's still daylight, so let's head out to the Lighthouse Park and catch the sunset.
Yeah, sure.
We'll take Jordan with us so he can check it out.
Good idea.
Margie and Archer enter and go to the chairs.
Oh, what a beautiful evening.
Well, Brian sounds like a really great guy.
He is. And guess what? His parents actually like me.
What's not to like? You've got that Simmons charm. Is he going to be working with you at the camp?
He's taking some summer classes, so he's ready for the fall.
Sounds like a real go-getter.
Yeah, that's what I love about him.
I'm really happy for you, kiddo.
Thanks. I wish Dad was. I think he's kind of pissed about Princeton.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Jordan, Kenny and I are going to go take the station wagon out to Lighthouse Park. You want to go with?
Sounds like fun.
Have fun, Jordan. Your father told me. I'll call you whatever you want.
Thanks, Graham. Love you.
Have a good time, boys.
Hey, Jordan, want to drive?
Sure.
Chet, Kenny, and Jordan exit. Lee and Emily sit on one of the benches far enough away from Margie and Archer so they can talk privately.
So after all these years, you're finally letting go. How's that feel?
I'm okay with it. Means a lot more to Peg.
I noticed.
Well, you gotta understand, this was her world. Her house is full of mementos of summers here. Mason jars of beach sand from each summer marked with the dates. Petoskey stones, pictures, and a Big Mac of Grand Traverse Bay from the 1930s hanging out in the living room. Forget Christmas. She was counting down to August. She knew the route and landmarks by heart, and when we came around the last bend and the Harbor Grove gates came into view, she was home. She'd run down to the beach even if it was in the middle of the night and dip her hands in the lake just to make sure she was here. When we left, she started the countdown clock until the next year.
What about you and Chet?
Oh, I had a great time sailing with Dad, hanging out with friends, going to Lighthouse Park for a bonfire on the beach.
Getting stoned?
Well, yeah. Rich kids know how to score good weed. Chet, not so much. He didn't really fit in like Peg and the others.
Because he's gay?
Nah, this kind of social sense of ceaseless cocktail parties and small talk doesn't interest him. He had a few friends. They didn't really care about being cool. It's probably why Dad made him the executor. He's not emotionally invested like Peg.
Hmm. So do you want to come up some summer? Kenny said the family has first dibs on renting it.
Sure, I guess so. If we have kids.
Not if. When?
Oh, so we're having that conversation now, all right?
Yeah. I'm not marrying you for your money, Leland Archer Simmons.
Oh, yeah. It's because of my monster.
No? Well, maybe, but
Maybe.
it's because I want kids. A couple of them at least. And this would be a nice place to spend a few weeks out of the heat and bugs of Miami.
We can do that. The Country Squire will still be in the garage, I hope.
I'm counting on it. I just don't want our kids to grow up expecting to inherit it.
We'd be renters. That's a whole different social stratum.
It is beautiful here. I can see why your family built the house here and why it means so much to your sister. Sounds like she hasn't got much else.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna go up. Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad. Thanks again for the great dinner.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank your brother and Ruby. They did all the work. Good night, dear. Sleep well. Oh, Lee,
Yes, Mom.
who's going to tell the Winslows thank you, but no?
Chet gets that honor. I'm sure he's looking forward to it.
Here's hoping.
Good night, Mom.
Lee and Emily exit. Ruby enters.
Dishwasher's running, and I put the oats on to soak for the morning. Anything else before I head home?
Oh, no. Everything's fine. Thank you.
My pleasure. See you in the morning.
Ruby,
Ma'am?
It's a wonderful thing you and Kenny are doing. I know this house means as much to you as it does to us. Your family's been a part of it since, well, the first day. In some ways, it's always been your place.
We'll take good care of it.
I know you will.
Peggy enters. Ruby sees her.
Excuse me a moment.
Of course.
Do you remember the first time we met? You were 3, maybe 4. Your mom had me babysit for you and your brother that summer. We both had kids the same age, and I'd be bringing Kenny along, and we'd play on the beach. And you liked to make sand castles, and you were very determined to have the bestest castle on the beach. You bossed Chet and Kenny around like you were in charge.
I don't remember that.
Then the waves would come in and
Can I ask you something?
anything.
What are you going to do with all that money?
Give it away.
Really? You'll keep working?
Sure, I like what I do, and so does Kenny. But the church needs new windows and a new furnace, and the organ needs a tune-up. Kenny coaches weightlifting at the high school. They could use some new equipment, and the school itself could use some upgrading. The county needs a new fire engine, and hospital's been talking about opening an urgent care center so folks don't have to drive an hour to Traverse City with a broken ankle like I did, and or worse, a heart attack.
The Ruby Barnhill Medical Center.
Oh, no. It'll all be anonymous. No one's going to know
Why?
because I don't want them to. They gave me to me growing up and never asked for any credit. I know it must be a terrible shock to have all this happen, your father's illness, having to sell this place that meant so much to you all your life. Life makes changes without asking our permission, and I know you must resent it.
I don't.
Well, you're entitled to. $5 and 6 random numbers falling out of a machine took away your house and gave it to a couple of townies who don't deserve it.
I never said that.
But you're thinking it. So unfair, isn't it?
Not really.
Fine. I never asked for it. That's why Kenny and I are getting rid of it as fast as we can to the church, the school, the hospital, and now to your mother and father. With all these years I've known them, and they've never thought of me and my family as any other than friends, and that they supported all these years and who can now help them when they need it. It's my turn.
Are you going to do anything for yourself?
Well, I have a couple of credit cards that I'm going to cut up, and a couple of my granddaughter, and I'll help my granddaughter with her college studies. And as for this place, Kenny has plans to fix it up with new windows and such, and it will always be the Simmons place. Doesn't matter whose name's on the deed. It's been since far Carlson and Charlie Clump shaped the first logs. Your family will always be welcome.
Lee and Emily might, but I don't think I will. I can't imagine anyone else living here.
Better us than those hipster crypto people who are going to tear it down, cut down the trees, and send the county squire to this crusher. Even if you never come back, it will still be here as long as Kenny and I have something to say about it. It's still the bestest castle on the beach.
Good night, Ruby.
Ooh, Joel, you were muted. Your line.
Thank you.
They shake hands. Archer looks around, smiles, then follows Margie and Peggy into the house. Ruby watches him go, and then sits in the chair that Archer vacated. She looks out over the water as the sun sets. All right. Lovely work, all. Thank you all for being a part of this presentation of The Country Squire by Philip Middleton Williams. We are going to take a 5-minute break and come back at quarter after, and we'll start with the conversation between me and Rand.
Oh,
Thank you very much. I'll see you in 5.
thank you, and give my regards